All right, my guys, we're gonna have to go on a learning quest because I don't know what the fuck going on in this meta game. So I brought a really offensive kind of screensy-ish team. Some cool stuff, Will-O-Wisp, Polt, all that. So yeah, as I said, the meta is in a newer place, and I can scan in a general sense and go, okay, well, this should win. But I'm never 100, like I know what this is gonna do, and this I know I need to relearn. And if I'm gonna get number one quickly, I need to know what the fuck things are gonna do. Too many of these lies, I'm getting caught off guard. So we're gonna just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. But yeah, that's what time we're on. I'll try to sweep him with Gyarados and see what the fuck happens. Like, what could he do to stop me? I think +2 gear is still slower than. Let me remember the, yeah, +2 gear is still slower than Valiant, but with the Terra, you know, all that stuff. But anyway, so many options here. I thought Breloom would be a consideration, but Breloom is a terrible situation versus lead Polt, so I didn't expect it. Oh, he's only 1700. Okay, there are a couple options here. My Tusk is too important. My Polt is really important too, but I figured he'd Bullet Seed straight up. I think he's fucking. I think he's damn. He went Cinderace on a Dragapult. Okay. So unless he knows this team, that was stupid as shit. That was very dumb. So that gives me a lot of data the first couple of turns. Unless he knows this team, that was very dumb. Like, and then he gives me the Valiance booster. So I'll get to find out. I'm not gonna screens up. The Polt is useful, but I'm not gonna screens up Moonblast. Let's see, I got 3 disables in a row, which is funny. Because we go straight for kills here. So he's giving up then Cinderace. I don't know if that would have lived. 62 on a banded, I don't think so. I'm actually Jolly, which I'm not fucking with. I just realized that. I really need to check these fucking teams before I go on these ladders. So Poltergeist comes in, which is interesting. I don't know. Wait, what? I don't get this. For a lot of reasons. Okay, I'm just gonna Wood Hammer and see what happens. They just Shadow Balls me. This is weak armor. If I go to Gambit, Sneasler won't get the boost. I'm guessing the Sneasler is really good. SD'd up. I don't want to play with any bullshit right now. I don't want to deal with any shenanigans, as they call them. The Breloom might not even be choiced. So we Dark Claw here first, because I need to lure some things out, right? Because he has to go to be the Loomer Zenta. He has 4 fighting ties left. Isn't that crazy? So it goes to Zenta. It's interesting. I just realized how physical my team is. Iron Defense. I'll Dark Claw to hope I get something good. I don't get nothing good. I fucking don't get anything good. Which means I just realized how fucking Zenta weak. I'm very physical on this team. I do have Terra Ghost, but depending on what his other move is, it might not be enough. It's Crunch, which isn't great. I've Dark Clawed fucking 10 times and no, finally something good. We can knock him out with CC. Doesn't matter because the Gambit can come in sucker. I don't think he has those kinds of balls though. The upside is that he hasn't Terra'd yet. So, the Breloom is not Sash then. It might be loaded dice, which makes the lead of it even dumber. I've seen a Focus Blast Valiant, so I want to be mindful of that. What's the possibility? I mean, he has to hit it, but you know, you get the drift. If he's Terra, he's Terra flying maybe. Yes, the sucker there, of course. What's my play here? Rapid Spin? Stealth Rock? My worst case scenario would be him Terra flying and Swords Dancing, not necessarily. If the Loom is sashed, he does go hard Loom, which I somewhat considered, but I didn't really consider it in the way I needed to. Did he already Terra? No, he never Terra'd. It's hard to say, man, because this could be, because he Bullet Seeds here. My Gyarados is useful. My Sneasler eats. It's tough, man, because the Valiant could be so many different things. Spores. Spores something I didn't consider, but that's fine. I could Gambit into Sneasler. It's a little risky. Gambit is potentially my Gambit answer, and potentially the it's funny because if I left my Great Tuscan, I had Lumberry, so I don't think there's any reason you don't Bullet Seed there, unless say he's adamant. He's probably loaded dice. He's getting way too many hits off. I could CC. It's a very high risk play going hard Gambit. Very, very high risk. Depending on what the Terra type is, I suppose. Or maybe he's, if he can't touch me, then I'd what, CC Rapid Spin? It wouldn't solve for Valiant. But if you were gonna go hard Breloom, he does have hard Gambit. Wow. So I could have, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I can't tell if there's something that I'm not aware of in the metagame that made that play make sense. I do think he's gonna double back to Loom, but if you're gonna do that, then why not just fucking, you know? If you're gonna do that, yeah. That was a series of really stupid decisions. He fucking lived the Headlong Rush. How? How the fuck did he live the Headlong? What? Okay, so he's like ultra defensive, which, you know what I could have done here? I could have gone to because I don't have Spore Fodder. I lose now for sure, unless he does some stupid shit like go hard Loom. He really went hard Loom. That was the stupidest shit you could ever do, because if you're, unless you're CC mixed or some shit like that, but you never risk that. Why would you even go hard Loom? I'm very confused by this game, and this is okay. I doubt he doesn't have Kowtow. I mean, he might not, but yeah, bro played that game horribly, and I'm not even saying that in like he could have given me way more trouble in the end. But what's funny is how he plays is what got him in the position in the first place. And this is something I've always mentioned particularly back in the day, where it's like you're saying, I used to say that your plays will catch up to you. So if they're random and sort of short-termed and you don't even know why you're doing them, then typically they'll catch up to you. Like he had no reason to switch out of the Gambit, but he also had no reason to switch the from Loom to Gambit and then switch from Gambit into Loom on my like there's so bros. So but anyway, I should have accounted for how many problems his what's it called could have given me, his Loom. And if it wasn't Sash, again, even worse lead. And it wasn't Sash because I think no, I used rocks, so maybe it was Sash and Iron hit just one shot. But yeah, very strange times indeed. The Zenta being physical is a lesson I learned now. Not to be physical, like, though we did run into a special one yesterday. But as I said, I need to just learn the meta. So win, loss, whatever. I'd prefer to get to 1900s today so I can use that fucking thumbnail. But win, loss doesn't really matter. More rocks. The Pult is useful to keep, and the Gyarados is fucking nasty. It's just the you see Tusk. I'm very valiantable. I don't think so I'm gonna play this lead a bit differently. I didn't expect Gambit, that's for sure. That's for sure. It helps though because it allows me to get free rocks. The reason being is because not for the Gambit lead is irrelevant. Was particularly Wellspring. I've seen U-turn on this. Well, I faced one and it had U-turn, so I've seen it now. This guy is 1571, so you know it's goonery. It's goonery on these pots. I'll try to lure. Watch him play rough for a knockoff. I knew it. I said it and I meant it. So I don't have light clay anymore. This is interesting. I could light screen here. You probably like, yeah, why light screen? Because if my Gyarados is gonna be stopped, it would be because of a Thunderbolting Gambit. There are a couple ways I could go about these next couple turns. From a sweeping standpoint, I could Will-O-Wisp this Ogerpon. How relevant is that for me? Not very. And he may just hard switch out. Should I have anticipated knockoff? I don't know. So this allows for me to Rilla, Boomer. What would even switch into this? Gambit. And Gambit's a free Swords Dance. Kind of. Let's see. If he leaves the Ogerpon, he obviously dies. Maybe Reflect would have been better. But he has knockoff, so there's no he has. Like, it could be 4 attacks. Wait, what? Let me see. Grass, water. Yeah, that's 4 attacks. It could be. I made choice Bando Rillaboom. So Glamora doesn't have any so he goes Moth, which gets a speed boost, but I have so this is the Gyarados opportunity. Forces the Terra though. I get to kill his Glamora, which is I actually shouldn't have killed his Glamora there. I should have Dragon Danced again. But I don't think he can revenge kill me. So that's the thing about it. He has the Ogerpon, which I'd have to Terra on. I think it's better to not Terra my... I think it's better to get Ops for Gambino. Which would kowtow. How relevant is Gambit? It's kinda, because I can Grassy Glide him. I'm not sweeping with this. And what I can do is Waterfall into sub, so I'll take a ton from kowtow. Yeah. You can't risk, actually you did risk me Dragon Dancing. But I was always waterfalling there. Maybe the Gambit is, maybe the Valiant isn't booster. Or he's just really fucking, because I've seen, I saw a non-booster Valiant yesterday. There it is. There she blows. So let's see what kind of Valiant this is. See Moonblast. And we saw, really doesn't want to Terra. We saw Focus Blast yesterday. The thing about it is that Gambit I suppose Rillaboom. It's an interesting situation because Gambit is good and not at the same time. Meaning, even if he were to Focus Blast, but my issue is that if he goes to, if he attacks me and we're staring down Zamazenta, it's a free turn for a. So while I don't want my Rillaboom poisoned, from a positional standpoint, I'm willing to allow it. Now, the big issue here is if he were to, God, let's see, Moth. A big issue there would have been if he were to. How much do these do to Sneasler? Moth's gonna be at 30 something. I don't know if Dire Claw kills. I don't want to have to close combat. Oh shit, I don't even remember what he has. Sneasler, Suey, Sneasler. Oh, you on Burn Sweeper? Is that Adamant? That's Adamant. What's this called? Iron Moth. Oh, you sub 3 attacks. Dire Claw does 29 to 35. CC will kill him because I don't want to use up my booster just to CC. I could Shadow Claw. This is where acrobatics. Shadow Claw probably does less. It's unstabbed. I could Terror and Shadow. Okay, 35 to 41. I'd be so fucking mad if this lives. Okay. Because I need to have the defense boost and not Terra. It's gonna be key for the Zenta matchup because I know he's going to it. I'll Swords Dance first, then Dire Claw. I'll take whatever status condition I get because Zenta claps my team. He just fucking wrecks it. And how did I lose Dragapult? Oh yeah, the unexpected Ogerpon knock. So Zenta completely trucks me. If he was Terra Poison, I'm finished. And Terra Poison is, I've never seen it. I think I saw it once in life, but if he were to have that, that would be useful here. Because I could Dire Claw first. And he also has to be mindful of me being acrobatics. So I happen to not be the Terra Flying set, which would just eat here. It's just devour. Yeah, Terra Flying Swords Dance would just win. So he body presses first, which is wise. It allows for me to get one boosted Dire Claw off. 41. I do not get anything good. Give me another one. Actually, Terra Ghost here. He's benefiting from my grassy terrain. But I should get two more off. Poison is good. I don't want him to have crunch. I think Dire Claw should plus CC would do it, yeah. Yeah, it's crunch. But he Terras, so Sneasler just wins from here. And this is the thing about the Sneasler, man. Such a dangerous little revenger. Terra Flying would have actually no, Terra Flying. If I used it the first turn for sure. But that said, win-loss, it doesn't really matter that much. We're just learning the meta. So it seems Zamazenta is hold on, just saw something. It seems Zamazenta is very common. This is the third one in a row. Have I played 3 games? And it's like the worst fucking Zamazenta matchup of all time. But we gonna make do though. Especially fucking Zapdos. Zapdos is a bitch because Gyarados has to touch it. And Sneasler has to touch it. And one of those guys, both of my sweepers, and if one gets the you know what, we're finished. Gyarados struggles with this, but I don't think it can even do too much to me back. I need to somehow beat his Zapdos down. But he has a fucking Donphan, the greatest counter. And that's an issue. It's an issue right there. And the issue as well is that I might be able to. The issue is I gotta touch the Zapdos. Maybe not. Maybe not. If my Sneasler does enough damage or puts the Zapdos to sleep with Dire Claw, or if I weaken the Zapdos enough to where I have +2 and because you know it's very likely the Zapdos is gonna come in on my Breloom. And yes, this is actually an awful situation. Yes, Cinderace for my screens, and Zapdos. It's just awful. It's awful. So phase 1. This guy has no respect. He just brought it out. He just brought it out. Like, it's crazy. Let's see if this has. Watch him have a fucking Dragon Rush. I have the screens up here because I don't know what the fuck this does. The Terra's early, which is great. And I force a Draco. I did a lot. Terra's early, which is gonna help my Zapdos and my Sneasler. My Gyarados and my Sneasler. So this is actually a great opportunity for Great Test for 2 reasons. So yes, Flash, he's shown Flash Can and he's shown. So this allows for me to I spin her into. I thought about rapid spinning first. Even if he were to Cinderace, he'd be giving up his Cinderace to trade for screens, which I'm more than happy with. But likely a hard Zapdos here. And with the light screen up, I may not die to Hurricane. And I get to gauge how much, what the range of his Zapdos, what the type of Zapdos he has, right? If it does like half, it's offensive. Okay, it's Rocky Helmet, but it's. How do I Headlong Rush here? If he Hurricanes and misses it. If he Hurricanes and misses it. And I Headlong Rush. I'm faster. What the fuck? Oh my god, I could have killed this shit. Why did it do so much then? So this is a great position to be in because as I said, the Zapdos is what. So now I can Terra Blast, potentially Terra Blast Fire Sweep. I need some rocks for that fucking Donphan, but you know, the Zapdos is Helmet, so oh, and I'm just gonna dodge this. He doesn't even play around with it. Oh, he just skips me. Yes, he was going for the. Oh, I already got my Lum. You got the para, bro. He just didn't even realize because I had that young Lumberry. And I have this +1 speed, which allows me to launch success. So this is interesting, right? For a couple reasons. He's already Terra'd. I have Terra Ghost Sneasler if I need it. I have Terra Flying Gyarados. Obviously Terra Flying Gyarados is more lucrative. This seems wild, but I'm actually gonna rocks here. He's scarfed. Okay, so if I had stayed in there, I'd have had him. It's just an opportunity to get some screens, but the Cinderace is gonna come in, so I could go Rillaboom and U-turn on what Cinderace? It's not it either. It's my best bet here. The most value is Gyarados, even though Gyarados can win it by itself. Okay, so he does go Donphan, which I was hoping for. It's offensive. He's gonna hit smash me. And what the fuck, you loser stuff? What kind of loser shit is this? No, it doesn't actually matter. Sneasler on the case. But so you're actually gonna take that opportunity because I know the shard of the ice is coming. And he's not a great tusk, so U-turn will kill him. Oh, he has that one item. This is interesting, right? Because the Goodrenator. Light screen doesn't matter if the Cinderace were to core change it. But if you were to Draco lock, but let me think, would I wanna maybe I should have went Gyarados instead. I could have obviously went Sneasler too. I want to say stays in and Ice Beams. This is what I meant, like, so now I just Swords Dance. I'm not sure how he deals with this. I have a lot of light screen. A lot of light screen turns. I'm not sure how he handles this because the on-fan was a key piece. Earthquake. The earthquake missed. There's literally no reason for me to Swords Dance again. Dire Claw, Dire Claw, Dire Claw. I want to say bulky Cinderace always dies. Let me calc this. I think CTC. I remember I was in a video with CTC, offensive pivot. It was like, oh, bulky Ace lives or some shit like that. I was like, yo, or has a 90% chance, something like that. So +2 Dire Claw seems to always kill Ace. I could crit me through the screens. It doesn't have any priority. What the fuck am I talking about? The fuck is he gonna do? It doesn't have any priority. In just close combat. What am I talking about? I think my reluctance to close combat is because I know I wouldn't kill the Zenta. And so I didn't want to, you know, obviously get body pressed and such. Or crunched without the screens. But he goes in the race. Let me think. There's no way this lives. Yeah, there's just no way. I'm an adamant Sneasler. There's just no way. There's no fucking way. Like, what kind of Cinderace would you need to be? A max defense Cinderace. You're always gonna be max speed. So at the very least, at the very best, you're gonna get is max HP. If you're not max HP, you pump some in defense. So now it's for sure. I'm pretty sure because I have no reason to ever drop my defense again. So Zenta comes in. I naturally wall it, so alright, it's Scarf. Wait, what? Scarf outspeeds me? That boy got put to bed. I forgot that he was Scarf. I completely forgot about that. I haven't Terra'd. So he heavy slams, which did decent damage considering my defense boost. And I'm the bulkiest mon in the game, known as Sneasler. Yeah. I mean, he's pausing the game, so obviously over at this point. Let us see. Sneasler been putting in work these past couple lives. I think I'll use this team again tomorrow. Enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. I respect his never giving up attitude, because there's no reality where Ogerpon is this. I can't run Sash, you know, none of that. So unless this runs Endure, some move that I don't even know what bro would have to do. Especially because I now have confirmed it's Earthquake Gudra. No, it's who moveset, so Terrain plus Gambit. In some miraculous situation where this Ogerpon doesn't die. I respect his I'm gonna play it out till the end mentality. It's rare these days. It's a rare thing. I need 80 more points. I have some more things to do today. I have to 80 more points. I'll end it there. For thumbnail reasons I didn't want to, but we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. So we're facing Auroraville. It's been quite a while. I mean, is it me or did Ninetales used to just tank? What's going on with that? I haven't seen the Ninetales in forever. Or maybe people are just running something to stop Ninetales. Just seems as if it's been quite some time, you know? Got nothing for that bad boy. I could Sneasler and scare it out, bluffing that I am faster. Even if I am not, Their upsides, though, if he just Blizzard, just gonna do a lot, or if he risks Hypnosis and hits it. So, this is interesting. It's very gambitable. Very Rillaboomable. Very great Tuskable. Very Gyaradoseable. Probably more Gyaradoseable than anything else. Unless this is some booster stuff. Let's say it's some booster stuff on this. What's my best bet? It's a very physical team. I don't have anything for the Golden Go. Yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of, him leading the treads. So he's gonna get the rocks, but I'll get both screens. I really wish that I had, let me see. She Wispin to Ninetales, right? Which I knew was coming, but my Gambit is a real issue. Even if he has his screens up, I have mine too. So that's why I'm like, my Gambit is a real concern. He gets to have it longer than I, for sure. What would be the... I just guess. I figured Slitherwing was coming. I mean, I wanted to go to my Tusk there. I don't even know what the fuck Slitherwing does, honestly. It's one of the few things that can take on my Gambino, so hard to say. I mean, can it even do damage to Dragapult? Let's find out. Flame Charge, okay. So I can just Will-O-Wisp here. Because even if he were to switch out, I force out the booster and I can always deal with the Ninetales. He has Encore and probably... I could have Hypnosis as the other move too. But the upside of the screens, why I decided to screens up with him, even though I'm not doing any damage, it protects me from his nonsense, right? And so he gets disabled and has Flame Charge. So it's probably Bug Move and okay, it's not even Bug Move. Reflect, Shadow Ball, Acrobatics is interesting. I'm Cursed Body, which is also pretty cool. I shouldn't take much damage. Spadev drop, which means I have one more turn of Light Screen. I have one turn of Reflect. He shouldn't do any damage to me, and then he's gonna try to force me out. He bulks up again, which does he think he's gonna Valiant? So he's gonna give up the booster. But he only has one turn of Aurora Veil left, so that's interesting. It wouldn't be wise of me to give up this. Gambit's sexy though. But I have seen these Focus Blast variants, so you know I want to be careful of that. I don't have any. Just realized I was leftover Gyarados. I didn't really actually pay attention to it. He didn't Terra yet. He can't guard against what at this point? We're gonna give up my Great Tusk here. Probably could have given up my because Rillaboom is a KO. Unless it's Focus Blast, you had to pray he hits. Rillaboom's a KO or to a KO on something. There are a couple angles to this, but I figured Tusk because this should die, yeah. So you completely lose the mind. He gets to keep rocks up, which is, it is what it is. And this allows for me to Pult and screens. Because the light screen, now that he's given up, that's the thing about booster, right? Once he switches out, because I might even live this, yeah, if it's freeze dry. And so I get to double up on him and he can't even damage me. Isn't that a beautiful thing? So he gets to Encore. And now, I mean, you don't want my Valiant coming, my Gambit coming in under any circumstances. So whatever he pivots into must be able to deal with my Gambit. So this must have focus blast on it, which probably kills me. I mean, this wouldn't make much sense. I could Terrafire. Is there a reason not to Terrafire? There's not. I don't need my Terra type on anything else. Sneasler is beating everything else with. The gold angle could be an issue, but me being fire type doesn't hurt. So I want to remove this Gambit. So yes, CC. This Valiant. So this is great. If I wasn't I'm a sucker actually. I don't want any more damage. Me being at full is a big deal. If he goes to Ninetales, he has to so wow. The Gambit falling on fire was too much. Very interesting. I had to, again, a lot of learning going down this live, a lot of learning. And that's really just what matters to me right now. You can learn along with me. This guy's been using the same team forever. I updated to Ogrepon. I don't even remember what the fuck was on here. But it should be interesting. Gyarados has a sexy little situation with this. Dragon Dance, Terra Flying. I don't want a Terra Flying because this float slow will come in and kill me. But Rillaboom late game is a 6-0. I might not even need it. I just Terra Rillaboom and it's a wrap. Pelly's a funny one, and also mess him up with Sneasler. But he has the float slow, as I said, and I also can mess him up with Gambit. So this is gonna be trying to try to overwhelm bro as early as possible. I don't even know what the fuck Toadscruel does. So what I want to do is Rillaboom. Let's find out, because I remember bro used to just click buttons back in the day. Actually, it's better to screens, because if you don't deal with Life Orb Draco here, yeah, but it's better to screens. So have fun, buddy. Didn't see him type anything. So if we look at the physical attackers on his team, they're Float Slow, Potential Ogrepon, and what's his face. So obviously Spore is concerning. That's something you'd want to use, considering you don't want to get ran upon by but he's not going to Spore this first turn. We're in the screens, and now we're going to go to Rillaboom to take advantage of it. So unless there's something I'm not wary of. Oh wow, he's slower than me and dies to one hit. Rocky Helmet. That's actually a very big KO, because as I said, he's very weak to Rillaboom. I don't even think there's anything that can be anything. If I go Sneasler right now, what can he do? Golduck would get clapped. He could Pelipper. I don't think Pelipper would kill me. I could go to Gyarados is gonna suffer from the. If I go Polt, Golduck, is this the right time for my Sneasler though? If I go Gambit, what can he do? He'd go to that damn. I'm gonna go Sneasler to apply that pressure. I'm at 90%. If he goes Floatsly, that's the Terra, which would give up his Terra. So it goes Pelipper. So I'm assuming max defense Pelipper. I don't think he can knock me out with the, unless he's Spexed and he has no rain. There's no point in me Swords Anthem. I'm gonna Dire Claw twice, so he is max defense and he has Hurricane. Oh fuck. How are you gonna confuse me and I don't get any luck? Please, please, for the love of God, give me something good. Nothing. Give me something good here. Sneasler, one just break out for one, because he shouldn't lose his rain here. Please, Sneasler. Yes, he gave up his rain, which is a really bad idea. Now he has to go to Floatzel. Yeah, and now you're gonna lose a Mon to Rillaboom after this. So I'll give up the Sneasler. It's done its job. CC here. Aqua Jets. It knocks me out. You can always succeed in your attack if you only own positions that cannot be defended. So I don't think there's any Sash is really what I'm concerned about. So what I like to end up doing is This solves every now. This is a it looks like a wacky play. But what this does allow is me to stealth rocks and give up, unless this has rain dance. Cudgel doesn't matter because we're not winning with this. And so with rocks, I can go to Polt here. Okay, and now I just put myself in a position where the Pawnot can't revival blessing. So it goes for SD, which doesn't matter. Obviously Breloom just KOs him. Let me run this calc. Because my thing is that I need to one-shot Pawnot. Breloom. I need to one-shot this as well. Breloom Choice Band. Terra Grass. Ogre Pawn. Ogre Pawn, Water. I guess I don't have to one-shot him, but I want to. So Grassy Glide does 48. What? That something isn't right there. Grassy Glide does 48 to 57. That's not right. Did I put the right Ogre Pawn in? Oh, that's the other one. You say he probably dies. Yeah. And so let's see, even if he were to recover Pawnot, there's nothing he can recover that will take on my Breloom. If he goes Golduck, I don't even think a Terra type could take it on. Yeah, he should get one shot because Pawnot's so frail, unless it's like Terra Steel or something. Yeah. So once that one shot occurred, it was a wrap. So even if he's Terra goes, I'm pretty sure I still one shot him. Yeah. And this is what I figured. This is a problem with this kind of team these days because Breloom gets Glide again. But I just wasn't sure, you know. I'm like, okay, well, it seems, I mean, he's allowing me to set up the screens, and is there something I'm missing? But it seems he just didn't have too much counterplay for that. So yeah, I'm gonna find another one. Okay. All right, so we got another interesting man. One thing I do like is that the teams, I don't know if it's just because have fun, bro. Oops. I don't know if it's just because I've been out of the meta for a minute. Like, I know I've uploaded, but like I haven't really played. And so every team just looks cool to me, like colorful and just cool. I don't know, maybe I just haven't played in a while and y'all are like, damn, this is every team. Terrifier Gambit's very sexy. Particularly on the screen. Sneasler more so. But that Skeledirge is a bitch. That Skeledirge can mess up my whole team. I need to wham his Zapdos so that I can sweep him with Gyarados. I can wham his Zapdos or significantly weaken his Skeledirge. It's gonna be interesting because the Dire Claw is such a key piece, but I don't want to touch his Zapdos. So, ooh, this is gonna be a doozy. My Dragapult is really fucking useful. The funny thing is here, if I was a typical Dragapult, I would wreck his Cinderace here, and he just left it in the U-turn, which is an awful play, by the way. Fly Casanova, that was a terrible play. I'd kill your, I'd just kill your Cinderace. So this may be Scarf. If that's the case, then you know I'm getting waxed. Yeah, it's Scarf. I couldn't set up screens, but now I know he's Scarfed. That's useful. I don't have a Fairy Resist, obviously, so that's the reason I went that route. This is an issue from a team structure standpoint that I don't have a Fairy Resist and I don't have any switching. Typical Polt, tease them on down. You don't want to go Cinderace now when your team's so rock sweep. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go a different route with this to win. Let's see what the Sneasler versus an Amorous calc is. Sneasler, unless this is like Terra Fairy or something. Sneasler, OU Unburden, Enamorous, OU Choice Scarf, Moonblast that never kills, and I have a lot of HP. So I need to actually lure in one of those motherfuckers, either the Skeledirge or the Zapdos, and hacks one of them. Paralysis is probably the worst I could have gotten. That's the one I wanted the least. It's Scarf and Amorous. So some good things I have going for me is my Swords Dance Gambit. These Ogre Pawn always run fucking, what's his face? So Swords Dance Gambit. He's gonna Will-O-Wisp here, and I have nothing to switch into this. I have a Lumberry Tusk. Oh my goodness, I'm the greatest to ever do this. Okay, Shadow Balls. Oh, straight up. Okay, this might work. This might work. That's a big Ice Spinner there. That's gonna be key for my Gyarados. I want a fucking Headlong Rush so badly here. So badly. So badly. Just don't know my opponent's level of skill because he left in the Cinderace on a Dragapult to U-turn of all things. If you're gonna... what is Dragapult counter, I suppose. But if you Scarf and Amorous, you always go in Amorous there because it covers for Shadow Ball and Draco. You can Revenge Kill me. I don't have a fair resist. So it's a tricky situation. I could also Terra this and just Ice Spinner. If I Headlong Rush and he Hurricanes and misses, I could have killed this. What would a player of this caliber think? Actually don't know if we could have been on an alt. Rapid Spin gives me the best bet. So he goes to Manaphy, which I need Weaken for my Gambit. And my Gyarados. It's Ice Beams here as I get to... It's really physical. Scalds, so that gives me a lot of insight. You Scald there, knowing that, okay, it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna go to Manaphy and Scald, because they're very physically defensive Manaphy. The Dirge is not low enough for me. This is gonna come down to a situation where I think I'll have to hope that my... But if I Terra Flying, well, how can I force the Terra? If I force the Terra, then my Gyarados can counter sweep. I gotta be mindful of an Amorous. If I were to go Sneasler and he goes to... I actually don't need my Sneasler speed. The issue is if he goes to straight to Skeledirge. So actually was a misplay. What's the worst case scenario? I mean, it would make no sense not to go hard Skeledirge here. He's gonna stand though. Just because he Shadow Balled me last time. When I'm wearing everything, I have a shot to win. I'm fucked if he Will-O-Wisps and I stand in Shadow Claw. Because again, him doubling out to Manaphy and all that stuff was pretty strange. It didn't make a ton of sense to me. Yeah, he did leave it in. Oh my god, he Powerballed, okay. So I could have killed him there, but he Powerballed. I don't think that was the play. So I don't have to Terra my Gambit anymore, which is huge. The Terra and Gambit was to cover for the, because its character just paralyzed. So I get to probably, I'm gonna give up the Sneasler, I have to. But to get the Shadow Claw damage off on the Dirge, and depending on what the Dirge set is, I might be able to maim him. Goes Dose. Oh my goodness, this is blessed. Please die. Oh, he full switch, what? Sneasler, your Dire Claw is fucking whack. Should go in Amorous. I really needed the fucking Dose dead though. And Amorous isn't bad. Because it's getting to the point where I'm gonna be able to in Amorous. And so now Gambit is a kill. Gyarados. Because Gyarados can't get anywhere without the Skeledirge, and he hasn't Terra'd yet. And the reason that matters is that the Terra... So Iron Head is Kowtow here. I mean, he could Moonblast. It wouldn't 2-hit KO me with the terrain, but it'd be pretty silly to give up your Enamorous. Plus, even if he were to leave the Enamorous, and again, my Gambit would be really low, which should probably mean the game's lost. But to give up your Enamorous... I don't want Iron Head and he goes Manaphy, that's my thing. Because that's gonna put me, again, weighing out my risk versus reward, him sacking Cinderace and then going. I don't know how I'm gonna win this, but there's a way. There's a way. There are too many things in his favor right now that's hurting me. Now, one big upside I have is I still have Terra in hand with the Gambit, and he probably has Scarf Healing Wish or Scarf Superpower or something like that. So, you know, as I'm saying, giving up the Cinderace made no sense, but he has a really good, like, Skeledirge is a horrible matchup for me. Skeledirge plus Cinderace, because of my screens, I can't abuse that, and then Zapdos. If you notice, my team has no counter for those three. It's not the greatest team in the world, it's just, you know, doing our thing. So it is what it is. But he gives Zapdos up, which is great. Thankfully, no, you know what? I can say it, no para, since there's no mines left. But the ways how he plays, I can see him going to Manaphy here and Scald Fishing. I'm gonna go harder, Breloom. Even though, because if I Kowtow on the Manaphy, I'll kill it if he doesn't get the Hex. The alternative is to fucking Terra Fire, so I can't get burned. It's such a high risk, high reward. So it goes Ogerpon, which is great. Again, I said I don't want to Terra my dose. So if you go Ogerpon, I'm guessing you have low kick or something. But if that's the case, then I do what? Go Rillaboom. Well, Rillaboom, U-turn. Go Rillaboom and U-turn into... Go Rillaboom and U-turn out. That's if he has like a low kick or something. I go Rillaboom, U-turn into Skeledirge, and I'm staring back down to Skeledirge. That would be best. I have to hope I don't get lucked. I don't know what he's gonna... He has low kick, yeah, that's what I figured. He should almost die. And this is big because my Gyarados is really important. Let me think. What could he even damage me with? I want a Sucker, but it's too much. I have too much to lose. Or I could Iron Head. There's no way you go Enamorous though. Even if you do, the only thing you could do is Earth Power. So if he doesn't want to give up the Ogerpon, because I have to like... It's a very interesting situation. If I get the damage on the Manaphy, my Gyarados can do it with just Waterfall. There's potential knockoff here. It probably has Encore, U-turn, Water Stab. I mean Grass Stab. That's what I've seen. But I'm surprised I'm still in this game, honestly. Yeah, that's why I wanted the Sucker Punch, because I thought he may have that, which is a big deal. It's a big deal. Manaphy is gonna go for the luck, and if it has some kind of Terra type, I'm fucked. If it doesn't, so what I'm afraid of is that one shit. What's it called? The acid armor stuff. Did you already Terra? Never Terra, no. So I know sometimes these run Terra poison and stuff. Now the upside is that my Gyarados will be able to eat, but I'm probably faster based on how little. So if I were to Wood Hammer here, if I Wood Hammer any acid armors, I'm fucked. So it goes Dirge, which is blessed. It's because I get to heal. Get to heal. He gets to heal too. think he's too afraid of my Gambit. Yeah, okay. I got rid of the dirt, which is big for my Gyarados, but I'm still. So it goes Manaphy. I don't think this kills me. Do you think he has that acid? 67% from a defensive Manaphy. What's my Gambit's HP? I guess the HP doesn't matter. It's a percentage, right? Because I'm not. King Gambit, OU offensive. What is it? 100 HP? I don't know, 88. Around there. 76. Give or take. Manaphy. Could be Tail Glow, but it can't. I don't think it can be Tail Glow because it took too little from my Headlong Rush. Headlong Rush didn't even do half. It's not Surf. Scald. And let's say Terra Fire. I probably could have just doubled. So Scald does 55 to 65. It doesn't KO me. Unless it's some kind of bulky shit. Let's fucking find out. Okay, that's a big hit. So Katao did 51. The worst case scenario would be him being like, yeah. So he's resting. I get a crit there, which is big. So he has to sleep talk and pray here. There's nothing I can do about that. So my play here is to Katao every time. He doesn't get it, blessed. Man, we somehow pulled this out. So I get this strong sucker off. Moonblast, and that obviously Gyarados eats, and then Grassy Terrain. So I actually somehow pulled this off. I think I should have lost this game. Casanova, you had the tools, bro. You had the tools, man. You beat yourself in this one. You had a very good matchup versus what I had. Very good matchup versus what I had. But yeah.